Thank y'all for these follows, man. Everybody that just did when I said that. Thank y'all. Y'all are amazing. Shouts out to y'all, man. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for giving me a chance to tell my story. Thank you. All right, guys. Hitting these comments. Thank you for the heart me's. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right, let's continue. I'm going to try to tell this part of the story in a way that don't get me in trouble on here, because I had some issues with this part of the story in the past. They used to ban me every time I get to this part because of the kind of stuff I was saying. So I'm going to try to just formulate it the best way I can. I hope y'all being understanding. It took me a long time to build this platform. Don't want it to go away over something silly. So I'm going to try to do this the best way I can, and I hope y'all enjoy it. All right? I love y'all. Thank y'all for these likes. And I appreciate y'all. Those of y'all who don't know, I'm actually in the process of turning this story into an actual 10-episode short series, all right? I have a book that's based on it. It has 10 chapters. And the plan was to shoot an episode per chapter, you know? It was going to be a limited series, some short, some independent that we was working on. We're still raising money for that right now. So if anybody wanted to help out with the fundraising process, I got a Cash App in the bio. I got a pinned post on my page that shows you like the step-by-step how to order the book process. So yeah, man. And everybody that donates to the film project, we add their names to the end credits of each episode. That's just something that we was doing. We thought that was pretty dope. And we've had a lot of people come through for us over the last few months. And we've pushed this way further than I thought it was going to go. So if some of y'all are in the chat right now, I see y'all. Thank you. Some of y'all are in here for sure. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate y'all, and let's continue. All right, guys. Thank you, Fox Girl. Appreciate it. Let's continue. So we're off. We driving. The mission is to get me to the hospital. You get what I'm saying? This is kind of an interactive part of the live, so I'm gonna hit the comments for this one. As we're driving, Maya has all of the windows down. Now, mind you, it's wintertime outside. It's December. You know what I mean? So she's not doing this for no reason. The reason she got all these windows down is to keep me awake. You know what I mean? Reset the live, go, okay, my bad. I got you. All right. So the reason she got these windows down the whole time is to keep me awake. You know what I mean? She got pulled over now, you know, all the air is coming in the car and I'm just in the back seat. I'm cold than a motherfucker, but the air keep your body. Yeah, the air is keeping me aware and keeping me alive. She's swerving corners, bro. She driving like fucking Batman, bro. She driving like she robbed a bank or something. You know what I mean? I don't know if the lights was red or green, bro. All I know is if they were red, it wasn't gonna stop her. Not the way she was driving. And she doing everything in her power to get me there. And not only that, bro, she's talking to me and checking on me at the same time. You get what I'm saying? Like, Fino, you good, bro? You good? Driving, she'll swerve around some shit, turn around. She'll slap my damn leg hard as hell. Like, Maya heavy-handed. Like, she one of them girls that can fight. So when she hit you, that shit hurt. So she's slapping my leg hard as hell. She like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Fino, wake up, bro. Wake up. We gonna get you there. You know what I mean? It's a girl driving like this, boy. It's a girl driving like this. You feel me? She knew everything to do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. You know, if she wasn't driving that car, I don't think I'll make it there. I'm not gonna lie. Ray is in the passenger seat. You know what I'm saying? He's in the passenger seat. He's on the phone. You know, this nigga Ray, I don't mean to make fun of him, because this my nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is my man's. You feel me? I don't mean to make fun of him. Okay, we don't need that pen right there. Thank you though. Ray is on the phone. You know what I mean? Ray is one of them type of niggas that if he get real mad, it's y'all know the wacky waveable 2-man that be in front of the car dealerships. You know, the nigga that be in front of the car dealerships waving his arms all over the place. And he just be doing this and shit while the air blowing him. That's this nigga Ray. That's how he is when he mad. He don't know how to control himself. He get to, what the fuck happened? You know what I'm saying? His arms damn near smacking the cylinder of the car. He don't know what the fuck to do. He on the phone, arms swinging all. He damn near smacked Maya. He's swinging so damn wild, you know? So he's pissed off. You know, his emotions all over the place. You know what I mean? Like, he on the phone, mad to the motherfucker, like, man, I just fucking got Fino shot, bro. I fucking got him in my backseat. Like, what the fuck? You know, he don't know what to do. You know what I mean? His emotions all over the place. And another reason I'm bringing his situation up is because the crazy part about Ray even being there and him coming to get me is, let me tell y'all give y'all a fun fact about him. 2 weeks before this, Ray just got shot. He just got shot. Me and my brother was just in the hospital looking at Ray in the hospital bed like, God damn it, Ray. Like, how the hell did you get shot, man? We was just looking at him. He in the bed hurt. He looking up at me like, damn, Fino, man, my bad. I know. I'm just looking at Ray like, man, we don't get shot, bro. Like, what the fuck? Ray just looking at me like, man, this just happened 2 weeks ago. So he not even supposed to be moving. He's stitched up. He on bed. You hear what I'm saying? Like, he not even. So he fought through that pain to come get me. You get what I'm saying? You know, we blood brothers now. You know what I mean? I own my life. You know. Like, for real. For real. All right, y'all. That's a homie. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm about to continue now. Let me go ahead and turn these off. All right. So eventually, while I'm in this car, while they doing all that in the front seats, I'm in the back seat going through hell. My body is dying. I can honestly say I know how I feel like when your body dying, when it's breaking down on you, and there's nothing you can do to reverse it. I felt my lungs was doing this at first. I felt them bitches sink. You know what I'm saying? They working at not even half capacity. Every breath I take, you feel me? Every breath I take is the worst thing in the world. You know, it hurt. It's burning all this up here. You know, every time I try to breathe, it hurt. But I have to keep breathing, bruh. Breathing felt like working out. You know what I'm saying? Breathing felt like walking on coal, bruh. It was crazy. But I knew, as bad as it hurt, I knew that if I stopped, I would die. Out of nowhere, sorry y'all, my body always go through crazy reactions when I tell this part of the story. Out of nowhere, I started feeling real nauseous. You know, I started feeling real nauseous. I knew it was happening. I felt it all in my stomach, then I felt it in my chest, then I felt it here. And it's like, as I'm laying on the back seat, and I started doing this, and I just throw up. I'm talking about, I throw up out of nowhere. It just happened like that. When I throw up, Ray and Maya look back at me. They looking back at me like, you good, bro? I'm just sitting there like, So Maya turned back around, she keep driving. I throw up again. When I throw up again, she screams. You know what I'm saying? She like, no! You know what I'm saying? She just kept saying no and kept saying no. While she's screaming, I throw up, I couldn't control it. I don't even know what it was coming from or what it was happening. I just kept throwing up back to back. I breathe for a little while, throw up. Breathe for a little while, throw up. And when I start throwing up, bro, I swear to God, bro, it's like Maya was driving faster. It's like that was danger in her head. She was like, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? She like, I gotta drive even faster. Well, I'm surprised she ain't crashed that car. Because when I started throwing up, it's like she put that bitch in super mode. I don't know what it was. Eventually, though, there was this time where I felt like I had to throw up. This is after I threw up the first few times. I felt like I had to throw up, and my body, it wanted to, and it started jerking, doing all that, but ain't nothing come out, ain't nothing come out. My ears started, it's hard to explain this sound. See if anybody else ever heard of this before. I'm always interested in topics like these, and if anybody else kind of know about them. Let me know if you ever heard this before. I started hearing a ringing sound. Yep. It was like a bell, or like a mid-pitched bell ringing type of sound, and the way it sounded, it was like surround sound. I don't know, like the way it was sounded, it just sounded like it was just around me. You know what I mean? I don't know what causes that sound. I'm not sure. I don't know. You know what I mean? I heard people say that that's a sign that you dying. I heard people say all that kind of shit. Nah, it wasn't that. It wasn't tinnitus, because I know what that is. But nah, it wasn't that. This was different. This was something else. You went shut. Yeah. All right, y'all. I just wanted to see y'all opinions on that. So anyway, I said that for a reason. When I started hearing this sound, I started to have an out-of-body experience. It's kind of hard to explain. I know people that have been shot. I know people that's been close to death. You get what I'm saying? But I've never, outside of movies and TV shows, I've never actually knew a person that said, I saw my life flash before my eyes. When people say that, it's usually like a metaphor or a saying or whatever, Me personally, I did not think that was a real thing. And matter of fact, another thing, if y'all ever experienced this or y'all knew somebody that have, y'all let me know. But I'm the only one so far that I know that ever experienced this. I actually saw my life flash before my eyes. I don't know how to explain that. You know what I mean? Like it was weird. It was like I was on the outside of my body, right? And it was like this, I could see in front of me, you know what I mean? But not really. It's like my vision only went so far. It's like I was looking at the sky, it seemed like, but not really. I don't know how to explain it. But then everything that I saw, like every little particle of what I saw started to morph into like a memory. You get what I'm saying? Like a memory. Like I would see a memory from when I was young. I remember the first memory I saw. The first memory I saw was the of me in 5th grade. You know, I don't want to really get into the detail of this memory, but I'm gonna say this. There was a person that I looked up to. There was a person that I looked up to when I was younger. And this person broke my heart. I just say that. And I was a kid. You know, it was a family member, somebody that I loved. And the day that this happened, it changed me as an individual from that day forward. It wasn't nothing sexual or nothing like that. It was something else. You know what I mean? But it was something that I could never really put myself back together after that. And I went from a little boy that used to play with Pokemon cards and like Dragon Ball Z and read comic books and play games. I went from that boy and I turned into something else. And that was the first memory that I saw when I saw my life flash before my eyes. You get what I'm saying? I felt like God was trying to show me where I went wrong. I think the purpose of this like life review was to show me who I used to be and what happened that started to change me. And even though I didn't cause the situation this night, my actions throughout life led me to even be there that night. You get what I'm saying? If I would have did what God originally set out for me to do, I would have never been around now. I would have never been in a position to get shot. You know? And this is what this was trying to tell me. At least I believe. You know, I'm not an expert in life reviews or visions or nothing like that. Through many years of just thinking about what this could have meant, it's the closest thing that I got. He showed me this to show me that I may not have deserved this, but me being in this position, bleeding out on the backseat of this car, it was no accident. I had to own up to the things in my past. I had to own up to who I was, what I was, and the decisions that I was making, you know, and the positions that I was putting myself in, and the danger that I was putting myself in, not being internally aware on what I needed to do. You know what I mean? And that's just a lesson for some of y'all, man. Let me breathe for a second. Let me hit these comments just for a minute before we get into this next part, because it's the craziest part of the story. I need to prepare myself for this one going forward. Took accountability, yeah. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for listening. Appreciate you. Sally. Thank you for that guidance again. I appreciate it. All right, y'all. If you would like me to continue, put continue in the chat. All right, hit in the comments. All right. Eventually, we arrive at the hospital. Matter of fact, I need the comments on for this because we got a little interactive part that we do right here. Okay, so everybody in the chat, I need y'all to listen, all right? Just listen up for just a second. When we get to this part of the story, I want y'all to do me a favor, okay? If you hear something that does not sound right, drop a red flag in the chat, okay? So if you hear something that sounds like this is wrong, that was not supposed to happen like that, this shit is crazy. If you hear anything like that, drop a red flag in the chat, all right? This is me getting y'all's opinion without me telling y'all what to think, all right? Okay, let's lay this out. Like I said, if you hear something that sounds like it should not have happened or was wrong, drop a red flag in the chat. Everybody, all right? Let me hear what y'all think. Thank y'all for 200K. Okay. We get to the hospital, right? I'm passed out by the time we get there. I don't even know we arrived. You feel me? I done passed out in the backseat from blood loss and throwing up, right? Ray and Maya pull up to the hospital. Obviously, they on 10. They jump open. They open up the doors. They can't really bring me in the hospital themselves, you know, because they can't lift me up and carry me in there. I'm dead weight. You know what I mean? So Ray and Maya, they run in the hospital. Emergency room doors open. They go in the lobby. They run around. They try to get help, as they should. You know what I mean? They homie in the car dying. They like, yo, we got somebody in this car. He's shot. We need to get him in here. This is what they go in there and tell them. All right? For whatever reason, Ray and Maya comes out of the hospital by themselves. They come out of the hospital by themselves. There's no medical staff with them. They went in there and came out the same way they went in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But they do have a wheelchair. So I'm guessing it's wheelchairs in the lobby and they probably couldn't get no help. So they grab the wheelchair, they run back out with the wheelchair, and they're like, fuck it, we finna have to get him in there in this then. We gotta do something, you know? So they run back out with the wheelchair. They trying to help me. Next person says turn the comments off is getting blocked. So don't do that. I'm having people drop red flags. I can't have how they gonna drop the red flags with the comments off? It's impossible. I turned this on for a reason so they can interact with the chat. All right. All of the trolls seem like it's gone. Everybody here is here to hear the story, and everybody's cool. So everybody just relax. All right. Usually we do the comments to stop trolls, but just relax, man. Everybody's cool. We all cool, right, y'all? We straight, right? We good? Everybody's good here. So just relax, man. Everybody's all right. All right. We good. We at the point of the live where everybody's kicking it. It's no bad energy. We all good. We can continue the story from this point and talk to each other. We be all right. All right. I love y'all. All right. I hope y'all know that. All right. So back to the red flags. All right. So let's get back on track. Remember, drop red flags when you hear shit is wrong. Ray and Maya, they opened up the car door. When they opened up the car door, I remember them, they looking down at me. And I remember them telling me, they're like, Vino, you gotta think about it. They looking at me, they see how hurt I am. They're like, Vino, we need you to get in this wheelchair, bro. We know it's gonna be hard to get up, but we need you to get we need you to get in this wheelchair. You know what I mean? They seeing I'm hurt. They know it's gonna be damn near impossible for me to get up, you know? Hold on, let me block this guy. They know it's gonna be damn near impossible for me to get up for real. You know what I mean? So they just talking to me, you know what I mean? And they trying to motivate me to, bro, I know you hurt, but we need you in here because we gotta get you through this door. Bruh, I remember, and this gonna sound crazy, but when they said that and I knew I had to move, I stood up out that back seat like wasn't nothing wrong with me. This was almost 100% God. You get what I'm saying? Like, this was almost 100% God, bro. Like it was no strength in my body. And when all right, y'all, all these no reason red flags, like, y'all bugging out. Like, we can't keep doing that. Y'all smart enough to know where red flags go. Like, come on, y'all. It's getting annoying. It really is. And I'm trying to be patient, but, like, you know, y'all keep doing it, and it's like y'all doing it on purpose. All right, so, I stood up with every bit of strength in me, bro. I stood straight up. You wouldn't even think I was hurt. I wasn't even moving slow or nothing. When I stood up, I remember Maya, she just held herself like this and she started crying. When she seen me stand up like that, and she just looked at me, she was like, "You gonna be good, bro." You know? She like, "You gonna be good. You gonna be good." Like, that gave her hope. It gave her hope, bro. She just started crying. She looked at Ray like, did you see how he just moved? Like, he good, right? Like, she just looking at him. She looking at Ray like, he gonna be okay, right? Like, you know, Ray like, yeah, Maya, like, he gonna be straight, man. Like, we just gotta get him in here. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I sat down in the wheelchair, bro, and, like, you know, Maya was just crying. She was like, "I'm so proud of you, Vino. You strong, bro. You strong." And, like, she started rolling me through the front door of this emergency room. The doors opened up, and I got in there. You get what I'm saying? So when I got in there, who knows how, like, y'all know that hospitals and clinics and, like, pharmacies, right? They all have this certain smell to them. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about? Like this, no matter what hospital, pharmacy, clinic, dentist, you know, dentist office, they all have that sterile type of, you know, y'all know the smell they got, like the hospital type of smell. I guess the senses that I'm having, they all over the place. I guess my nose sensitive, everything is sensitive, you know? So when they roll me through the front door and the door slide open, they roll me in there. The first thing I smell is that smell. When I smelled it, I'm talking about I got so motherfucking nauseous as soon as they rolled me in there. Everywhere. I'm talking about soon as they rolled me in, I threw up all over the damn place. I damn near slid out the wheelchair throwing up. Everybody in the damn emergency room, they get to looking at me. I'm talking about the other people that was waiting there, like the patients and shit that was waiting too. This is my introduction to this emergency room. Everybody looks at me. They like, what the fuck happened to him? Everybody in here, but nobody in here is that hurt. You know what I'm saying? So they looking at me. They like, dude, what the fuck happened to him? Ray and Maya trying to tell everybody, like, he got shot. Like, he got shot. People was walking over. They bagging people up. Like, man, back up. Give us some space. He got shot. We need somebody to help him. They looking to the left. They looking to the right. Y'all know how these emergency rooms, there's places for people to sit, and then there's a place where people form a line and they go up to the desk and fill out paperwork, all that jazz, right? I'm in the middle. The entrance is behind me, so I'm not even that far from the front door. I'm right here in the middle. I'm still on the damn mat. You know what I mean? For some reason, and like I say, if y'all hear red flag, drop one. Nobody comes to my aid. I'm by myself. I'm sitting there like this. I'm swaying back and forth. Y'all got to think about how long I've been bleeding at this point. I'm a corpse. It don't even look like I'm alive. You know, I'm doing this like this. I'm drooling, bro. I just threw up. My fucking eyes rolling in the back of my head. I'm just sitting there like this. Ray and Maya looking around like, he got shot, he got shot. Everybody just looking. People behind the desk signing folks in. They ain't coming from behind the desk. Nobody's coming from this long ass hallway. Where are the nurses? Where are the fucking nurses? I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. I thought that when you show up to the hospital like this is a priority situation. This is one of them type of situations like on the movies when they roll you up in that motherfucker. They grab you and they take your ass right to the back. You know, this is what I'm thinking that's gonna happen. You know, when they put me in there. But I sat in there. They made me sit in that waiting area like I had a fucking headache. Think about that. I'm with my stomach hanging. I'm shot. It's blood. Bro, it's so much blood coming off of me. You can see it on the floor. The hospital floor is white. You can see it on the floor. Why isn't nobody coming to get me? Why? Why am I still sitting up here? Listen, I sat up there long enough for motherfuckers to get to talking, pulling out phones, recording me. I'm hearing people whisper, people trying to get close enough just to see like where I'm shot at or if I'm still alive. And you get what I'm saying? Like, where is everybody? You know? I got a lot of, and I don't talk about this a whole lot. I start trying to leave this part out of it because it's kind of personal. But I got a lot of post-traumatic stress from that moment. And do y'all know why I was scared? Y'all want to hear some scary shit? Some nightmare fuel? Y'all want some nightmare fuel real quick? I got y'all. Hold on. The reason why this scared me so much and why it shook me up, I thought they was ignoring me. You get what I'm saying? I thought these folks was ignoring me. And y'all let me know if y'all know what I'm talking about right now. And I believe in shit like this because I'm a little superstitious. I was so scared because I thought I died. I thought I died. And I thought everybody else knew I was dead but me. You get what I'm saying? Y'all, boy. Yeah, I thought folks was just walking past me and looking at me, and like I'm calling out for help, but can't nobody hit. Boy, when I tell you this shit fucked my brain up for the rest of my life, it did. Yep. I was scared, bro. I thought I was dead, and I thought I was the only one that knew. You know, it was crazy. But anyway, felt like a nightmare. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, it was rough. Thank you, Redwood. Thank you. Appreciate these gifts, y'all. Y'all been amazing. Thank y'all for over 200,000 likes. That's incredible. And over 150 shares. Thank you. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and continue this. I feel like I'm reliving the whole thing with you. What if I told y'all it gets even worse from here? Would y'all believe me? It can't. Yeah. Okay. All right. Just keep listening. But all right. It actually gets much worse. Anyway, let me hit these comments for this one. So nah, we good. Thank you, Tammy. Yeah. All right, yeah, I'm hitting the comments for this one. So I don't want no spoilers. All right. Some nurses finally get me after damn near dying like an animal in this lobby, right? Or this waiting area, or this emergency room. Matter of fact, we need the red flags. If y'all hear red flags, drop it. We need those. We need those for this part. The nurses bring a stretcher over to me. They bring a stretcher. Damn near 10 minutes didn't pass. I done damn near died up here. You get what I'm saying? The nurses bring a stretcher. They bring a stretcher. Listen to what happens. Ray get on one side of me and Maya get on the other side of me. They like, Vino, we gotta lift you up. We lift up. Ray and Maya, they walk me over to this stretcher. I turn around and I sit down on the stretcher and they let me go. Ray and Maya go around to where my legs was hanging, and I remember Maya like grab his legs. So they grab my legs and they kind of position my legs to where I was laying straight. Now, what is wrong with this part? Who knows? Let me see. Why is they doing that? Right. Why is the staff not doing that? All right. Yep. Nurse not okay. All right, I'm just making sure we all on point, right? Nurse, right. Now I appreciate Ray and Maya. You know what I mean? But you know, it wasn't their job. You feel me? They did. In fact, I still right, Nay. I was just about to say that. Like, they did their job. They got me there and saved my life. You feel me? Like, their job is technically supposed to be done. You know, like, they still doing shit, you know? So anyway, they got my legs straight. They put my legs back. I lay back, right? And they laid back. When I laid back, these Three nurses, they surrounded this stretcher, right? And they get to rolling it down this hallway. Ray and Maya still up front. Nurse rolling the stretcher towards the room. So I'm laying down. I'm just, y'all, at this point, I'm just happy to be on a stretcher. You get what I'm saying? It's not even, at this point in the story, y'all got to realize where I'm at mentally. I'm just happy that I'm inside of a hospital on the stretcher and there's people with scrubs around me and I'm rolling down the hospital hallway. It was some sense of hope, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so all the bullshit that took place prior to then, I'm just thinking like, damn, I'm just like, I'm happy that I'm finally in a hospital bed and I'm rolling somewhere, you know? That's all I was happy about, you know? I was trying to stay hopeful, you know what I mean? Really, yeah, just a little bit, you know, it's some hope. They roll a bed down this hallway. They open up a door to this hospital room, right? Turn the corner. They put the bed in this room. I'm on the bed. They put it up against the wall. They getting everything situated. I remember telling the nurses to kind of prop me up because like I was laying back and like my the bed up because like y'all know I'm shot in my stomach, right? Like I need to like be laying at kind of an angle, not like they ain't even look at you. No, they had no idea where I was shot. How many times I was shot, they had zero clue of it. They had no idea. You know what I mean? So anyway, they prop the they prop the bed up, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, not crazy, but just a little bit. And after they did that, they turned around, they walked out of the room, nope, and they closed the door. They left me in there, yep. Yes. They didn't even talk to me. They put me in there, left me in there by myself, walked out, closed the door. While I'm in there, when they close the door, when they close the door, I get to panicking low key. You know what I mean? Like I'm going into, you know, y'all gotta think about it. I'm having kind of like a panic attack at this point. I'm hyperventilating. I'm like where they going? Like, how they coming back? How long it's gonna take for them to come back? You know what I mean? Like, I damn near wanted to get out the bed. You know what I'm saying? Like, could I go with y'all? Like, where the fuck y'all going? Like, I'm freaking out. You feel me? So I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'm looking around the room, bro. I'm seeing shit. Think about how long I've been bleeding. Don't lose track of that, y'all. I'm telling this story, but don't lose track of the fact that I've been pouring blood out of my body this entire time. I'm hallucinating at this point. I'm seeing shadows and shit run across the room. I'm cold, sweating. It's all, you know what I mean? Like, I don't even know how I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? So I'm fighting. I'm literally fighting for every bit of life I got. I gotta fight for it in this room. And I always tell people, boy, when they closed that door and they left me in there by myself, I wasn't really alone. Death was in that room with me. Death was in that room with me. And it's like death was just waiting on me to just slip up